Hello students. So our today's video topic is addition and subtraction of decimal fractions for class 4th. See the first question. Find the difference between 200 and 175.25. Now in this question you have to subtract these two numbers because the question is asking the difference between the two numbers. So you will subtract 175.25 from 200. The greater value will be placed at the top and the smaller value will be placed at the bottom. Now the decimal should be placed one below the other. So as there is no value after the decimal in 200, you will place two zeros here. So you will write 200.00 and then you will subtract 175.25. Now as usual you have to subtract. You have to subtract 5 from 0. So as 0 is smaller and 5 is greater, you have to borrow 1. So when you will borrow, it will become 10. So 10 minus 5 will be 5. Now again here it is 0. Now as we have borrowed from this 2 here, so this will become 10, and when we have borrowed this from to this 0, this become 9. So 9 minus 2 will be 7. Then you will place a decimal below the decimal. Then again it will become 9. 9 minus 5 will be 4. Again 9 minus 7 will be 2. And as you have taken one borrow from 2, it has become 1, and 1 minus 1 will be 0. So your answer is 24.75. So whenever you are adding and subtracting a decimal fraction, just you have to keep in mind that the decimal place should not be changed or it should be shifted here and there. It should be placed one under the other. Then only you will get the correct answer. Now as this 200 has no decimal value, so we have placed a decimal point and two zeros here. Just keep in mind. Second question, 110.26 plus dash is equal to 200.6. Now how this answer has came? 90.34, that I have done the solution here. Again you have to add a number to this 110.26. So you will subtract this number from the answer. The answer is 200.6. So 200.6 minus 110.26. Now again in the lower number there are two digits after the decimal, but the number at the top has only one digit. So you will place a 0 here again. So now 0 minus 6. So you have to borrow 1 because the 6 cannot be subtracted from 0. This will become 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Then as you have taken one borrow from 6, it has become 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Then 0 minus 0 is 0. Then 0 minus 1. Again, you cannot subtract 1 from 0. You have to take borrow from 2. So when you will take borrow from 2, the 0 will become 10 and the 2 will become 1. Now 10 minus 1 is 9 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So your final answer is 90.34. So in 110.26 you will add 90.34, then you will get the answer as 200.6. Let's see one more question. Question number 3. 18.32 minus dash is equal to 8.65. Now again you have to subtract a number. You have to subtract a number from 18.32. So to get the answer as 8.65. So how will you find this answer? 9.67. You will subtract the answer from the given number 8.32. So 8.32 will be written at the above and you will subtract 8.65. Now again when you are writing the numbers here, just see the decimal should be placed one under the other. Do not shift or change the place of the decimal point. So 2 minus 5, now 2 is a smaller number, you have to take a borrow from 3, this will become 12, 12 minus 5 is 7. Now this will become 2 again, so again you will borrow from 8, this will become 12, 12 minus 6 is 6, then again the 8 has become 7, then you will take borrow from 1, it has become 17, 17 minus 8 is 9 and this 1 will become 0, we will write it as it is. So your answer is 9.67, that you will subtract from 18.32 to get 8.65 as the answer. The last question, dash minus 132 is equal to 200.25. Now from what number 132 will be subtracted to get 200.25? Now in this question you will add the number to be subtracted to the answer given. That means 200.25 plus 132. Now again when you are adding these two fractions, you have to keep in mind that 132 does not have any decimal value. So you will place a decimal here and write 2 zeros after the decimal. So now you can add it. 5 plus 0 is 5, 2 plus 0 is 2, then place a decimal under a decimal. 0 plus 2 is 2, 0 plus 3 is 3, and 2 plus 1 is again 3. So your final answer is 332.25. And after subtracting 132 from this, you will get 200.25 as your final answer. So I hope students you have understood the video.